Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Trine Ruth Larsen and I'm from Norway, and English is not my natural language to speak, but I do my best as usual in my videos. Maybe not my very best, but I try. Yes. I want to talk about glass, which I have talked about in another video, because I'm sitting here with the glass in my hand, so I've talked about the material glass. Today I want to talk about windows. I have a window beside me. Maybe I should do like this. It's a window somewhere between the curtains. That's a window. It's a beautiful window. And beautiful curtains. They are new and all natural materials. Well, you see the window. It has small squares. It's old-fashioned. The windows isn't that old, but it's old-fashioned way, because in the old days when windows came on the market, they couldn't make big pieces of glass. So, and they couldn't make it totally flat either. So very old glass window panes, I guess is the word, are small. And they have like a little bit uneven and around. You can see it, that it's not like what we would call a perfect window pane, and that it looks old. You see it, and some still exist. I think that's fascinating that window can still exist with all, I mean, children playing with a ball outside, whatever. If wind, I mean, that a window can survive for a long time. But they still exist. So this is kind of a copy then of old-fashioned windows. Of course, even these squares are bigger than those original, very old, earliest ones. But I think that's a huge subject, a huge topic, the size of a window. Oh, I get almost like this. The size of a window, because like I talked about in my other video about glass, let's say I don't talk about ingredients, I just talk about the heat needed. We all know, I don't need to tell that heat is needed to make glass. We all know that. We all know how can you make such a huge temperature. We have to use electricity. Yes, maybe fire, you know the deal. If you fire up coal, I don't know the temperature, of course. Well, I don't get into that. I just say that we need high temperature, and when in glass production, that temperature is, how to get it is by electricity. And how we get electricity is a big topic, because it could be a nuclear power plant. It scares me a lot, nuclear power. Then it could be coal. Like you get electricity by burning coal. You can get, and you have a waterfall, which is really environmentally friendly, but we lose the waterfall. We lose that sight of the waterfall. And then we have making a dam to make electricity. Again, you use soil. So we should make as little amount of glass as possible. As I said in the other video, just glass people have ordered. Well, this is a glass box, like, you know what I mean. I talk about the material glass and products made of glass, the only products people want and have ordered. We can't have all these products in the shops. I mean, making something first and then try to sell it, it's a very good idea. It has been a good idea, but we can't continue, because we know we can't continue that way. Produce, and then try to sell. No, that doesn't, it can't we can't continue like that. So the size of the window is my other topic. Then I usually say, not say so much to others, but I say to myself, architecture is too important for architects to do on their own. I get in trouble with this one, I guess. Architects have too much power when they design something and they say it has to be this way. It has to have this big window. I think somebody must then have the power to say, excuse me, no, we cannot have it. I was somewhere where there was a new hotel. The door had a huge glass pane. I think pane is the right word. I hope so. Glass pane. And they said, and it was broken. And I said, why do they have this? It's the way the architect, of course, yeah. So it was a door that what's the word? Regularly. I think I can speak English and not when I don't. Regularly. Often. Let's say often. The door just, when the wind and it broke often. I can't say how often, but it was a stupid design. Huge window pane, or I mean for that door. And so think about all that glass. Wasted, because an architect had decided that's the look. So, no. So I think things can happen with windows. Wind, you can forget to close it properly. The wind pushes it open. Somebody plays with a ball outside. I mean, when there is a huge window, a pane, then it's a, well, I don't, of course not the word catastrophe, but I mean, it's so much more glass that is wasted if something happens. And that's very typical to see in shops. I mean, if there has been a robbery or something has happened, I mean, a huge window pane, it should be in smaller pieces. It should be very strict. Where do you really need a huge window pane? For storefronts, I mean, just, we must think about the costs. If something happens to it, where shall we throw it away? Or maybe it's recycled, but then it needs to be heated up again. So the size of windows or a window pane, it should be small squares where possible. Now it's getting dark outside, so I see that I'm getting dark here. I have this, I have a little light here. A little light. Now the light is the main thing. Well, so I think I have said then what I'm thinking about when it comes to window panes. They should not be too big. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching.